Well, again, it's good morning, good day, good afternoon, good Lord. How about that? It's the unknown prophet signing on again and coming to bring you another message from the Lord. Incidentally, for those who tuned in for the live show last evening, I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed being with you guys. It still never ceases to amaze me what God is doing. And it's His hand on it, and His hand on it strictly His own. Not anything we're doing except being here and doing what He tells us to do. And I have found that when you do what God tells you to do, it's really a blessing. I want to let you know, and some of you already know, that my computer is back online after being down for several days. And I'm now able to answer the comments the way I like to. It was hit and miss there for a day or two, and I couldn't get everything done that I wanted to get done, and I couldn't speak to the ones that I needed to speak to, and the ones that had prayer requests. I want you to know you were prayed for, even though I didn't answer you. Anyway, what I am dealing with here is a vision that I had back on the 20th of June. And it will be given to you on the, 27th, which is Saturday, which is tomorrow. I'm doing it a day ahead of time, as you know. So this will come to you on the 27th of July of 2024. When you get to be my age, it's hard to keep all those dates straight. All right, guys, this is an analogy that you will find very similar to another one I gave you just several weeks ago, but it is in an entirely different realm. As I was sitting and talking with the Lord with this one, I got a vision of a tall mountain peak standing high above all the others. It was rugged and it was strong looking. As I watched, the vision shifted and I saw the valley floor down below the mountain. And it was just a beautiful, sort of a quiet, serene valley, the kind you would like to live in. As I continued to watch, this scene shifted back to the mountain, and it began to crumble, starting at the peak and moving down the mountain. As it did, all the debris were tumbling down the mountain into the valley. Eventually, the high peak crumbled to the point where it became the height of the surrounding hills. It didn't even stand out from them. It became of no significance. But as I looked at the valley, there were no debris. It had just totally vanished. The entire mountain, including the peak that had stood so tall and majestic, had vanished, as if the entire floor of the valley had been quicksand and just absorbed it. The Father said, the tall, majestic mountain peak represents those who establish themselves above everyone else and above me. They consider themselves their own gods and set themselves up to have everyone look up to them, hold them in awe, and worship them. They look to have total control over everything that I have created and over all of my people, including you, my children, who walk with me. The valley and the surrounding hills and the mountains surrounding the tall mountain are the normal, everyday people who live normal lives. As you watch the mountain peak crumble, that is what will happen to those who set themselves up against me and against my people. I will cause them to crumble, and I will destroy them from the top to the bottom. When I finish with them, what remains will not be any higher in respect than the surrounding hills and the country and the normal, everyday people. And those that I crushed and brought down will have totally disappeared. They cannot be found, not even a particle of them. I will cause them to be absorbed into nothingness, and they will be remembered no more. Their high and mighty dreams will have gone up in dust and been swept away by the wind of my spirit. For a time there will be those who will say, there used to be a high and lofty mountain here, but it was destroyed. In another generation there will be those who will say, I never knew of a high and lofty mountain there. That is attempted to set itself higher than me will not stand. I will not allow it. I will take it down, and it will be no more. I speak of things in the near future, my children. Watch and see the high and lofty mountains crumble and become nothing. That's the word of God, and it's very similar in analogy to the redwood trees, only the redwood trees dealt with how God sees all of you, everyone as important as the other. And this one deals with bringing those high and mighty who have established themselves as such, bringing them down normal, bringing them down to normal capacity and normal respect. I would say that this does not mean that God will not allow people to control, because he does. He sets up governments and he sets up responsibilities. But you can be top man and be in control and still honor and respect everyone else. The top man needs to be as humble as the bottom man. You won't find that very much, but that's what needs to happen. That is God's plan. When he puts a man in control, when he literally puts a man in control, that man needs to stay humble, or he will come down like the mountain. All right, guys, that's enough for today. I love you. God bless you. And this is the Unknown Prophet, Fred Watkins, signing off. Have a blessed week. Until Wednesday.